You've really done it this time, Mr. Wright. Now both the prince and that airhead Flan are being suspected for the murder.
Well, it's not like I had a choice. I had to buy us some more time to investigate. We're not going to find out the real culprit with a history book and a candy wrapper. At least, I hope we don't have to start grasping at straws like that.
But out of everyone you could have blamed, how could you pin it on Flan? I mean, you've seen what she's like. She wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone the ambassador she so much idolizes.
I don't believe she did it either, but I'm basing this on what little evidence we have. Who else could have gotten the dagger and the ring from the castle if it wasn't Laharl?
Isn't it your job to find that out? Perhaps you should ask that from the one person who was responsible for guarding them in the first place.
And who would that be?
Captain Gordon, one of the prince's many vassals. He testified during the trial, remember?
Oh, that guy. He sure seemed devoted.
Well, if he was even half as devoted in his current duties, maybe we wouldn't have this problem in the first place. Sure, he's got a big heart, but in exchange for tiny brains.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that during his testimony. I suppose we will have to find it back at the castle then.
Yep, that is, unless he snuck out for a snack or something. Again.
It has come to my knowledge that the execution of our primary plan has been unsuccessful. Our agent sent to make the offer was either captured or killed, and the verdict that would have put the final nails in the coffins of Lamington and his demon friends was postponed. However, these drawbacks are meaningless in the long run. We are still approaching our ultimate goal. That lawyer has no idea what he's up against. Soon these worlds will be purged of weaklings and sinners alike. It's a new dawn, a new beginning of a perfect world.
Wow, this place is bigger than I thought. There are enough weapons here to supply an army.
Yeah, the previous overlords like to keep themselves an arsenal for a rainy day. Most of the stuff's antique, though, and fewer in shape to be any good in combat. This has got to be the easiest place to guard in the whole castle. Nobody really comes down here, and there's only one entrance anyway. And someone still manages to screw it all up!
Oh, there he is, by the way. But shouldn't he have noticed us enter by now? Is he talking to himself?
Halt, you vermin! You will not pass! You cannot hide! My centers are home to perfection, to detect the smallest signs of treachery. Come back here! There's no escape from Captain Gordon! He fled. Another valiant victory for great justice!
Gordon, was that a cockroach you were talking to?
Halt! Who goes there? It's only you, Edna. And...
Phoenix Wright, the Overlord's attorney.
Ah, yes. I believe I saw you in court today. Magnificent job, fellow defender of justice. Then again, how could I expect any less? We both represent the finest mankind has to offer.
Actually, you make Detective Gumshoe look like a Nobel Prize winner.
I'm sure I'm a man who needs no introduction. Would you like an autograph?
To be honest, I have no idea who you are.
Nonsense. Everyone knows Captain Gordon. The children love me. I played a big part in the Netherworld's history.
Well, I read the history, but there wasn't a single mention of you.
What? I was left out of the official history? What about all my daring heroics?
You weren't exactly left out. You're there in the footnotes somewhere.
This is humiliating.
Quit whining, and I hope you weren't too busy saving the Netherworld from the threat of that little cockroach. Have you been keeping an eye on the Treasury?
Of course. Nobody can sneak past the ever-vigilant eyes of Captain Gordon, defender of...
Gordon, your ever-vigilant eyes have been guarding the cleaning closet.
Well, I can assure you not a single mop has gone missing on my watch.
Yeah, unlike the stuff that's actually worth something. Like the dagger and the Overlord's ring.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Well, that's what we're here to discuss. When did you notice the items were gone?
Well, it's my duty to make sure no weapons or treasures go missing. I check the vault daily to make sure everything valuable's in place. The weapons, not so often. There's just so many of them.
The pretty's working here before you didn't complain. You're just lazy!
I must save my energy in order to stay as vigilant as possible. Anyway, during the past 2 days, I had my reasons to double-check the Treasury twice.
Oh?
Yes, 3 days ago, more precisely. The day before the incident, the castle was searched by some watch group.
Sessinesk?
Bless you!
Yeah, them exactly.
I couldn't deny them looking around. The search warrant they had was signed by Laharl.
It's true. Laharl authorized the search, although he wasn't too happy about having them check every room in the castle. It was purely politics, and it's not like we have any weapons of mass destruction lying about. It's a good thing they didn't go through our personal stuff, though. There would have been so much pain and suffering for them.
So they got into the vault? How many people actually went in?
I let 2 or 3 men into the vault. Only I have the key, by the way. I checked between them and the couple of guys in the armory every once in a while.
So you weren't watching the ring the entire time?
Even I can't be everywhere at once. If I could, there would be no crime anywhere. Anyway, the ring was there when they left. I'm certain of it. I double-checked.
What about the weapons?
Well, they all seem to be in place.
So, in other words, you have no idea if they took a dagger or 2.
None at all.
Gordon, in case you weren't already aware, you really suck at guarding stuff.
What was the other instance where you had to double-check the vault?
2 days ago, on the day of the murder, there was an intruder.
What?
I woke up from my meditation exercise to some strange sounds. I saw a cloaked person coming right at me. I told them to stop and identify themselves, but instead they attacked me. I fought valiantly, but I was overpowered. I blacked out. When I woke up, I immediately went to check the treasury, and much to my horror, the ring was gone.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
I thought it would be best to wait for the right moment to tell. My timing was pretty good, no?
You almost got Laharl a guilty verdict.
I just told the truth, and the ring is safe now, right?
At least we now have another lead, the cloaked assailant. I think that's about it. There's just one last thing. Could we take a look inside the treasury?
Of course! This way! Behold, the treasury!
It's not all that big, is it?
Nope. We keep most of our stuff with us at all times, anyways.
Then what's the point of having a treasury?
I said most stuff. Of course, some of it needs to be kept in a secure place.
The pedestal for the ring is in the middle.
Huh? The pillow seems a little dusty.
Well, It's not that the ring is used all that often.
I guess. Just sticks out when everything else is so shiny. I might as well take a picture of the treasury with my cell phone, just in case. A new lead and some more information. A good start for today's investigation. I think this is all we're going to get from here. Thank you, Gordon.
At your service. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, likewise. I guess.
Next stop, detention center, eh?
Right. I have some explaining to do.
Flan really doesn't deserve to be here.
We'll have to try and get her out as soon as we can.
You want to talk to the girl?
Yes, please. I just hope she's okay. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask.
Yeah? What?
You revived that Prinny at the hospital, didn't you? Can't you do the same to Ambassador Kaliga?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. I know you've seen some fancy and unbelievable things in the netherworld, but even we can't bring the dead back to life. A Prinny's soul is trapped due to the nature of their punishment, but Ambassador Kaliga's soul has moved on. Death in the netherworld is a complicated thing.
No, I suppose that would have been too easy.
There she is!
Hello, Flan.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wright.
Are you alright?
It's all my fault, isn't it? That the ambassador is dead.
Don't be silly, Flan. Of course it wasn't your fault.
Silly? Yes, it's a fitting thing to call me, I suppose. I just can't help feeling that if I wasn't so clumsy, everything would be alright.
Flan, I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry for accusing you. I don't really believe that you did it, but it was the only way for the trial to continue.
I understand, but it still hurts.
Oh, cheer up, Flan. It's awful having to see you so down.
We need your help. It's very important.
I'll help. It's the least I can do.
So about the day of the murder, did you ever go to the Treasury?
No, I never went down there. Why would I have? It's a big dead end and I had no reason to go there.
That'll be problematic for the prosecution, I bet. But I wouldn't count on Miss Prava not coming up with something. Did you notice anything out of place at the hotel during the day?
Well, it's probably nothing, but...
Yes?
When my laundry shift was over, my uniform was on the floor.
On the floor? You don't wear it when you do the laundry?
Oh, no. The detergent we use at the hotel is pretty strong stuff, so I need to wear a special biohazard suit.
That seems a little over the top, even to me.
Do you still have the hotel map with you? I'll show you. The laundry room is here, down in the cellar. It's divided into two sections, the quarantine area and the laundry area. The stairs and the laundry chute both lead to the quarantine area here. It's also where I change into my protective clothing before I go work on the actual laundry area.
So, you leave your uniform hanging in the quarantine area?
Yep, there's a hook right by the chute.
So who has keys to places around the hotel?
Me and the manager both have a master key. He keeps a spare in his office. I have mine attached to my uniform with a small chain, so I don't lose it.
Alright, I'll make note of this. So, the key was still attached to the uniform?
Yes, I still have it in my pocket. There's no way of detaching it without ripping the dress.
That's all? You don't remember anything else?
Not really. I'm not much help, am I?
Don't say that. You can't tell more than you know, right?
Yeah, you've done your best, I'm sure.
So, how are you and the prince managing here?
We're fine, I guess. We're both locked in solitary, so it gets kind of lonely. Although the Harl is causing quite a racket, I don't think it's a good idea to talk to him now.
Figures. We'd best wait until he's calmed down then.
Oh, now that I remember, I think they let the manager go. He's probably at his office right now.
Brilliant!
Guess it's time we go talk to the man in charge then. Thank you, Flan. We'll find a way to get you out of this mess. I promise.
I'm actually looking forward to being the manager. Flan never did talk much about him. She was being very secretive.
Well, we're about to uncover that mystery.
Bienvenue!
What? It's you?
How are you, gentlemen? Or more accurately, a gentleman and a fair lady. I'm glad to see you as well.
We all thought you were gone. Why are you back?
The Dark Adonis would never abandon his fanbase. Think of all the ladies that would be left utterly heartbroken.
You know this person, Edna?
We've bumped into him a couple of times before.
Oh, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Dark Adonis.
We call him Mid-Boss.
Must you do that every time I attempt to leave a dazzling first impression?
A more important question is, what are you doing here?
My dear mademoiselle, isn't it obvious? I run this fine, upstanding establishment.
So you're the manager?
Correct. And you must be the juriste of the Overlord?
Flan never told about you being the manager.
Oui. I told the young mademoiselle to keep it as our little secret to not upset Lahara. I take it you have come to acquire a little assistance from moi?
Yes, we have. What can you tell us about the day of the murder?
It was a tragic day for the hotel and moi. The staff fails to come to work apart from moi, Flan, and the two most useless prinnies I've ever seen. They cannot even boil water without causing a catastrophe.
I don't suppose they were making tea.
I don't care if they were making cappuccino. But yes, that's what they claimed. Our kitchen was left in ruins. It is simply dreadful. Luckily, it didn't attract any unnecessary attention from outside.
How can that be? The hotel ain't exactly in a remote location. In fact, one of the busiest streets in the Netherworld passes just next to it.
Oui, that is true. But haven't you noticed that you don't hear the sound of the crowds outside?
That's true. It's almost eerily quiet inside this hotel.
Indeed. That is because all the exterior walls are soundproof. It is like the hotel is a bastion of peace and serenity in the middle of a hectic city. In other words, the sound of the explosion never echoed past the insides of the hotel. If there was a single speck of anything good about this whole affair, it would be that it proves the beauty and marvel of the Gatewater architecture.
So, one could start smashing the hotel to pieces from the inside and nobody would be the wiser.
In theory, yes.
Interesting.
And in the end, your VIP guest ends up getting murdered. I didn't even know before I was dragged into a dark room with a bright lamp to be interrogated. Most unpleasant experience.
Sounds like Miss Prava's methods, alright. I can believe that. Did you tell them anything you haven't told us yet?
We.
Great! Let's hear it!
As much as I'd like to, I cannot.
Why not? You know they're accusing Flan now.
We, and I am also aware that you were the one pointing them at the direction of the Mademoiselle.
Oh!
That is precisely why I cannot tell you.
Come on, you can give us a little hint, right?
No. It's not that I do not wish to help you, but keeping this one detail a secret was the condition of letting me go.
Can't you just tell us and then go back there like a man?
I stand by my honor.
Honor? You stole a picnic basket from us that one time.
Good times those were. That reminds me, it is time for dinner. I must bid you adieu.
Ah, crap! He managed to dash out faster than I can point my finger at him.
He's skilled at running away, let me tell you.
Guess that's our cue to head back to the detention center and see if Laharl's calmed down. Prava's goons are probably hogging the crime scene again anyway. Ah! Miss Prava!
Didn't I make it clear already? You're not welcome here.
Oh, please. We were just about to leave anyway.
Good. Saves me the trouble of hunting your sorry ass down. You've got mail.
Oof! What is this?
Your precious autopsy report. This time, do your homework.
Thank you, I guess. Now that we're here, can we have a little chat?
I'm not going to waste any more time with you. You ought to be grateful that I even bothered to deliver this.
It'll only take a moment.
Make it count.
About the day of the murder. Huh? What on earth?
Bah! I have absolutely no interest in your trinkets. Goodbye.
What was that?
Something the matter?
I tried using the Magatama's power to scan Miss Prava, but the reaction was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Maybe it's broken?
Doubt it. It's quite unnerving. Anyway, let's see what the autopsy report has to say. Aduro Kaliga died of lethal dose of poison?
What? How does that even begin to make sense?
No wonder she was so grumpy. Both our investigations have been revolving around the presupposition that the ambassador was stabbed. This case just became that much more complicated. Solanite, a poison from Celestia. This isn't going to look good towards Flom. What else? Kills in just minutes after ingestion with almost no symptoms by paralyzing the nervous system along with the heart, but loses potency with prolonged contact with oxygen.
Ugh, sounds like nasty stuff.
It reads here that it's extremely bitter as well.
I wonder who tested that out.
Well, off to the detention center we go. I hope we can have a chat with Laharl.
It's getting late. I think we should head back to the castle after this.
Agreed. At least our investigation has progressed well today.
Hey, guard! Can you fetch the prince for us?
And here I thought I could end my shift without being beaten up again.
Hello, Laharl.
I'm expecting a damn good explanation from you, Mr. Wright.
I told this to Flawn already. If I hadn't accused her, you would have been found guilty according to Lex Demonica number 1. After all, it was the only way to prolong the trial under those circumstances.
Well, you are aware that if you screw up, we'll both be found guilty?
I will do my best for you.
Well, tell me you got something good.
We talked with Gordon this morning. He testified that Cloak Person actually went down to the Treasury on the day of the murder and attacked him.
I'm afraid that's a dead end.
What do you mean?
It was me under the cloak. I knocked him out.
What? You? But why did you need to go down to the Treasury?
I never entered the Treasury. There's a secret passageway out the castle from down there, through the cleaning closet. But you didn't hear that from me. Unfortunately, Gordon was blocking my path, and I really didn't feel like sharing confidential information about the meeting or the passageway.
I can see why.
Oh, great. There goes that lead.
Then we had a chat with Flawn and the, hotel manager, and Miss Prava gave us Ambassador Kaliga's autopsy report. It pretty much counts you out as the culprit.
Great!
The problem is, it makes Flawn look guilty. The ambassador died of a poison of Celestian origin.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Good thing that the prosecution has about as much trouble as we do.
That reminds me, I managed to acquire the new Netherworld Law book. I think you should give it a read when you're not too busy.
Thanks.
For everyone's sake, I do hope you could get us out of here.
Okay, visiting hours are over. Back to the solitary with you.
Good luck.
Bye! So that finishes our investigation for today, huh?
Not exactly. There's still one more person I'd like to have a word with.
Now who could that be?
The angel who came here earlier. He's still in the castle dungeon, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. You think he has something to do with the case?
He might. We'll just have to see.
Ah, there you are.
Hello again. I would like to have a word with you. He doesn't seem to be responding. Are you sure you didn't hit him on the head a bit too hard?
I can hear you just fine.
Oh, sorry. I need to ask you some questions.
That's too bad, because I refuse to talk to you. You can ask me 1,000,000 times, or beat me senseless, or subject me to unspeakable torture.
The latter ones actually sound useful.
But I will not break. You're just wasting your time.
You sound different from last time.
That is but one of the many things I am able to do.
Just who are you?
I am but part of the plan, a cog in the machine.
The plan?
Yes.
That's all? Are you related to this murder?
Yes. And no. Maybe.
Just pick one!
You're the lawyer. Why don't you tell me?
That's not actually an attorney's job.
Oh, come on! Don't be a smartass!
What?
I mean...
What I meant was...
Screw it. I'm not gonna look cool anymore, am I?
What's the deal with you? Seriously.
I'm just a young man who wants to change the world for the better.
A better world for who?
For everyone.
And how exactly are you going to do that?
We have a plan.
Who are we?
Just a group of individuals.
Just now you said that you were just another cog in the machine. So which is it? Are you a person or an expendable resource?
I'm not telling you anything.
For not telling anything, you sure talk a lot.
I'm just following a plan for a better world.
What's in the plan?
That's confidential.
You don't know, do you? You know there is a Celestian they're blaming for the murder of Ambassador Kaliga.
What?
And I know for a fact that she has nothing to do with this.
This is not going how it should go. The trial should have ended already.
Well, it seems the plan wasn't as perfect as you thought.
Just who are you?
I'm Morpheus, an acolyte of the Order of the Corpuscle.
And what is that?
We are angels and demons trying to work for a new, better world.
But that's what Lamington and Laharl have been trying to do!
Yes, but we still let evil live and prosper among us. The time to act is now. We must exterminate the plague before it consumes everything.
What about Ambassador Kaliga? Was he a part of the plague?
He was a necessary sacrifice.
Do you really believe that? Or is that what you've been told to believe?
How does his death help you in any way?
If we can start a war.
A war?
He says it will purge the weak and the sinful.
Countless demons and angels will die. Your friends, your family, their families. It's a war we're talking about. Is that what you want?
We can rebuild. We can right every wrong, with us as leaders showing them the way.
That's delusional thinking! You'll be leaders of a scorched wasteland!
How could I have been so blind? What happened to me? I just wanted to be part of something great. Something good. A strong, daring movement that would bring about a radical change for the better. What have I become? A traitor to Celestia. A traitor to myself. Now they'll use his death to destroy both worlds.
There is still time to make things right, but we need to know what you know. Everything!
Yes. If you can reveal the truth, it will drop the scales from over the eyes of those that they've deceived. You must find the truth, Phoenix Wright.
You know my name?
We know all about you. He has spies everywhere. It's all an elaborate conspiracy.
Then tell me, what do you know about Ambassador Kaliga's murder?
None of us did it. That much I know.
That doesn't make any sense!
I know, but I can give you the key to unlock the truth. Here. When the unexpected happens, you'll know it's time to play this card.
What is this?
Let's just call it a trump card.
I see. Is there anything else you can tell us?
There is nothing more you can learn from me. You need to look for your own answers. But I can point you in the right directions. Where shadow and light dance in harmony, dissonance lurks beneath, awaiting the guardians of order to drive the worlds into chaos.
Could you be any more cryptic?
Hey, excuse me for trying to keep up the atmosphere.
Well, you're trying too hard.
Fine, jeez. Go check out the basement of the white building on Rosin Street. It's right next to the Gatewater Hotel.
That's it?
That's it. Satisfied?
It might be a trap.
After all I've told you? But it's your call. Now, can you leave me be? I need time to think.
Yes, I think you've done enough.
Good night then. And some food and water would be nice too. I'm starving. They're already gone. Damn it.
Now that's a way to end a day's investigation.
And it revealed a lot of important information. If it's true, that is. We'll check out the building tomorrow. I couldn't sleep properly that night. So many things were running through my head. This whole case had gotten more and more complex. First, the different murder weapon, and then the involvement of the Order of the Crepuscule. It was like a puzzle where the picture kept changing every time you thought you had solved a part of it. Well, tomorrow will be our final day of investigation. I can only hope it will help us piece this puzzle together.
Good morning!
Ooh, morning.
You look awfully tired.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep.
Nothing a good cup of coffee can't fix.
Is it going to be more dark and bitter than hell itself?
Sure, if you like it that way.
I think I'll pass. We should go and check out the lead Morpheus gave us as soon as possible.
If you say so, I'll be waiting outside. Maybe we should have eaten something before we left. I'm starving.
We could go grab something after our visit, right?
I can't take it. Stay here. I'm going to go get myself breakfast real quick.
Wait! Fine then.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Wait. Don't I know you two from before?
Nope, not a chance.
Completely impossible.
What is it that you two want? I'm a bit busy.
Oh, we'll make it quick then. How would you like to take a look at some of our fine discount jewelry?
Cheapest around. Guaranteed.
Look, I'm really not looking for any jewelry.
Perhaps not you, but it would make the perfect gift for that special someone.
And doubles as a nice souvenir, made 100% in the Netherworld.
That doesn't really sound like a seal of quality to me.
So, what'll it be?
Fine. Do you have any magatamas?
A magma what?
Do we have those?
Of course we do. Never say no to a paying customer, remember?
Which reminds me, I have no money on me.
Well, how do you suppose we make a profit then?
Who do you think you are, wasting our time like this?
Phoenix Wright? The Overlord's attorney?
You're the guy defending the Overlord? I think I just got an idea. Tell you what, you let us take a closer look at that badge of yours and you get this giant diamond ring absolutely free.
What? Seriously? What's the catch?
No catch. Just let us take a look.
I don't really trust these two, but if it will make them go away... Okay, but make it quick.
Yes. Okay, scales here, grooves there. Okay, done.
That's it?
Yep, here's the ring as promised. Gotta run now. Time is money.
Sucker.
I have a nagging feeling that I just got scammed. But I'm certain all my belongings are still with me. Oh well, at least I got this ring. Perhaps I'll give it to Maya later.
That really hit the spot.
Has your stomach now received a worthy offering?
Oh shush, can't blame a girl for being hungry.
Oh yeah, I have something to show you.
Yeah?
Here.
Mr. Wright! This all came so soon! I thought you'd at least take me out for a date first.
Wait, no! I'm not proposing to you!
I know. I just love messing with you.
I've noticed.
Anyway, where'd you get that?
Believe it or not, some discount jewelry demons forked it over to me.
Discount jewelry? That's like the oldest trick in the book. I can't believe you fell for that.
Do explain.
Look, hand the ring over and I'll show you. There's your diamond ring.
What did you do?
Oh, this fake jewelry isn't too durable. It would have crumbled sooner or later over time. I just sped up the process.
Well, at least I didn't pay anything for it.
Lesson learned, huh? Here we are. This is the only white building near the Gatewater Hotel. Well, won't you look at that?
The Sessanesque headquarters? What could this mean?
Well, we won't know unless we check it out. They've sure got a nice place set up here.
Sure beats my office, but we shouldn't forget what we came here for.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a way to your basement.
My, aren't you fresh? Well, you could start by offering me a drink after work.
Well, what she meant was we'd like to check out the basement of this building.
I'm afraid that is off limits to civilians.
We're not civilians. Just look at his badge.
Yes, what she said.
Do you have a warrant?
No.
Then you have no access. Simple as that.
Look, ma'am, this is in the interest of national security.
And following the protocol is in the interest of me staying employed. I've been working here since this bureau was founded, and I have never seen anyone go down there. What interest could there possibly be there?
Mutated dust bunnies. Listen, they're constantly multiplying and plotting to take over the netherworld.
Have you considered seeking professional help, young lady?
Look, is there any way we can persuade you to let us down there?
Not unless you get a warrant.
How about... Look behind you! A three-headed prinny!
Or the most obvious trick in the book? Security to the front desk, we have troublemakers.
Oh, we tried. Time to start smashing this place up!
What? Hey! Stop that! Security!
Go, Phoenix!
This is so illegal! With Etna causing havoc in the lobby, I managed to dash for the basement stairs. Even with the adrenaline rush, it felt almost as if the stairs would never end. But when I finally reached the bottom, I found myself standing in a lab of some sort. It was eerily quiet, only hissing of pneumatics and the flicker of the fluorescent lights joining the sound of my heavy breathing. What on earth is this place?
Security system activated. Self-destruction in 1 minute. Identify reboot.
Oh snap! I need to get out of here! I didn't want to take any risks by staying in the lab, so in a hurry, I snagged the closest files I could see, then started running back up the stairs as quickly as I only could.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The next thing I heard was the blast of the explosion, and then I felt shockwave overcome me. I blacked out.
Mr. Wright? Wake up, Mr. Wright!
What? Where are we?
We sort of got jailed for trespassing and vandalism. I mean, wow! I know I smashed the lobby, but whatever you did caused a tremor through the whole building.
What? What time is it?
It's 8 in the evening.
So much for our day of investigation.
So much for everything, to be honest. Unless someone comes and bails us out. But with Lahar and Floan also behind bars, I don't see how that could happen.
We're not getting out for the trial?
Afraid so. I'm sorry for overdoing it.
Well, you did what you thought would help. I can't really blame you.
Want to hear a funny tidbit about Sessanesk?
Go ahead and shoot.
I snagged the official budget from their billboard while I was redecorating the lobby. They've been spending an awful lot on kitchen appliances. Among them, a specialized confectionery device.
That's curious.
See for yourself if you'd like. But yeah, what wonders did you see down in the basement?
There was some sort of lab down there. I would have looked around more carefully, but it started to self-destruct.
That sounds kind of cliché. Did you manage to get anything from there?
Only this file, although it seems to have ripped.
Well, what does it say?
Unlike the others, this one is more... It thinks for itself, it creates its own memories. It's perfect.
That's about as helpful as Morpheus's riddle.
There's not much we can do with it anyway, as long as we're stuck here.
Are you two done lamenting yet? There is a visitor for you.
What? Who could that be?
You want to see her?
They do. Mr. Wright, I have one question. What the hell? Did the pressure finally get to you? I mean, you barge into our HQ and start acting like behemoths in a porcelain store.
We got a tip that there was something fishy in your bureau's basement.
Honestly, are you so desperate that a tip like that justifies rampaging through our headquarters?
That was not our intention, Miss Prava.
Such lunacy is unforgivable. But I have bailed you both out.
What?
Do not mistake this for an act of clemency, because it is not. Once the trial is over, I will personally prosecute you two for your crimes, as sure as I'm the head investigator of Sessanesk.
You could have won easily by keeping us in here. Why are you doing this?
There is no glory in winning a battle with no opponent. It is like playing chess with yourself. No matter how brilliant you are, the victory gains you nothing. You have been chosen as my opponent. It's our duel, and I will not settle for a circumstantial forfeit. Now go. Our duel will conclude tomorrow.
She sure can be poetic as well. Miss Prava, I will look forward to it as well.
Oh, you're still up, Mr. Wright. Studying the law book, huh?
Yes, although there's not much I can really learn from this. Nothing that is relevant to our case anyway. The only things that I've gathered from this is that there's no chance for another day of investigation. A verdict must be reached by tomorrow.
Do you think we have enough firepower this time?
I'm confident. We'll just have to see how this mystery unfolds.
If you say so. I'm going to sleep. The episode at the lobby was kind of draining.
I should sleep too. I think I've gathered all I can from this book. I still can't believe Miss Prava bailed us out of the detention center after what we did. Tomorrow will not be an important day only to us, but the Netherworld and Celestia as well if what Morpheus says is true. Miss Prava might see this as a duel, but does she know that the outcome might start a war? Either way, tomorrow will be left in history, but will it be a day for peace or a day for destruction?
Adventure ho! Get your fedoras out and keep your whips at standby. Our course is set for an epic quest.
Time for another interlude? Here we go.
Time to meet the team. Phoenix, the smooth-talking charmer who knows all the tricks of manipulating people.
I guess it's not too bad for your standards.
The trap expert Gordon. He bravely ventures ahead of the rest of the team in devious dungeons and leaves no trap untriggered.
Hello, everyone. Finally, I've acquired a worthy position in the Interlude. Wait.
Morpheus, the token shady person with a foot in the criminal underworld.
Why did I ever agree to this?
The French guy, our chef, and the person who gets into all sorts of hilarious trouble.
I'm not even given a name this time?
And of course, me, Expedition Leader Extraordinaire Edna, the heart and soul of the team, and best at everything.
If you're so good, why do you need us?
Well, I can't carry all the stuff by myself.
So we're reduced to pack-mules. Great.
Together, we explore the farthest corners of the Netherworld and Celestia in search of the most valuable treasure ever known, the Mammon's Chest.
What's so special about it?
It's worth like a gazillion hell.
Why?
Just roll with it, damn it. We're going to sell it for loads of cash.
Objection! It belongs in a museum.
Sure. They'll just have to buy it off us.
This mademoiselle is hopeless.
I know.
Join the expedition of treasure hunter legend Edna next week as we, figuratively, set sail across the Sea of Gehenna. Peril awaits for the pretty dread pirate Ladude is also hot on the trail of the legendary pirate treasure, the Big Oops.
You can count me out.
Me too.
And moi.
Where's your spirit for adventure? Come back.
I'm still here.
Go home, Gordon.
Oh, not again.